Howdy folks, here's a second video over at the Celery fields near Sarasota. However, though, this video I'm going to try to keep just a little more brief. But this time this is going to focus a bit more on the water in this video. So as you can see right here, when I was talking in my last video about development especially, well, a lot of these natural waterways in the past have been reconstructed to be used as drainage or even canals, which follow an unnatural path. But at Celery fields, they did a bit of environmental engineering as to where the water that is here is a bit more natural. No different than how it is in the Everglades. Well, in a sense. A lot of the water was redirected. But the thing is, these wetlands were restored as a way to help with flood control. And actually, not too far from here is a stormwater management facility. And what this facility does is they help coordinate how much water is here. And with that being said, for any excess water coming from runoff or even storms, this is a way to help reduce how much flooding there is in a given area. Considering that where we are, as we get closer to the coast, it gets a bit more flat and lower in elevation. And here it actually talks about it. How it talks about how if there's pollutants, they try to help with the settling of it and the filtration, as well as these uptake of nutrients, And honestly, especially with what's happening right now, is the most important. Because some of you may already know about this. Back in April, there was that incident from a company called Mosaic, in which there was a bit of a nutrient pollution problem at Piney Point, which is actually it's kind of like near Sarasota, Bradenton, and even St. Pete. And much of these nutrients were mostly nitrates making their way into the Gulf, thus exacerbating the red tide harmful algal bloom. And with that being said, having more stormwater management facilities in Florida would be extremely crucial and helpful too, because a lot of these nutrients that were released from places such as Piney Point came from sources such as fertilizers and even pesticides. But unlike here, with some of these wetlands, they could actually help filter those nutrients, the excess. But that's why wetlands are so important, because they help with water quality of our area, of any area. And the wetland is essentially the tip of the, as I like to say it, the watershed berg. As opposed to saying iceberg, the watershed berg. The wetland is only a small representation of a watershed. But then unfortunately too, if there are too many nutrients, that's where it comes up with that nutrient pollution, thus contaminating the water. And that's the thing about development, as I was saying in the last video, is a lot of these natural processes processing these nutrients is totally being eliminated. And that's a problem, especially down here. That's the thing I've learned about Florida. When it comes to any type of environmental issue, it's most likely that it is in Florida, which is something I've been learning very quick in these past couple of months that I've been living down here. But yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make, you guys. Water is one of our most important substances, as even up to 70% of our body is made up of water. Because if we didn't have like water, literally if we did not have any water for a week, we would die. Not to be so blunt, but it's true. Water is one of our most essential needs. Heck, we even need water more than food. So, that's the point I'm trying to make, you guys. So, alright. Hope all of you enjoy your Wednesday. And once again, Journey on a Journey is outwards. Take care, folks.